vlog number 2. So I didn't make too much progress in my office since vlog number 1, but I'm working on it. And I did do a video yesterday, complete, which I haven't edited, but it will go up. Anyway, I thought I would talk today about hiring contractors in Fresno. Now, a couple things. I've been in Fresno for 35 years. And also, I'm a licensed contractor. Actually, I have 2 contractor certifications, the C2 for installation and a B1 for general contracting. License isn't active right now, but anyway. So, when we first moved to Fresno, my wife was pregnant and we needed a fence around our porch because we didn't want any young children being able to go into the pool area. Anyway, so I called several contractors. They all took my information and they all said, okay, we'll come out, we'll go give you a call, we're going to come out, we're going to give you an estimate. In the end, one contractor showed up, did a thorough estimate and said, would you like me to do the work? And I thought, boy, if he only knew that there were 4 others that didn't even show up, or 3 others, whatever it was. There were several. And he could have charged me more. But did a great job. I can't remember the name of the guy. So then the next time I needed a contractor was when I remodeled my bathroom in my master bedroom. And I needed a tiling contractor. So again, I called several contractors. All gave me commitments to come and give an estimate. One showed up. And the one that showed up was the furthest distance away. The one that showed up was from up in Madera. And I'm down here in Fresno. So anyway, he did the work. Not a great job, but the job got done. Couple other things I remember. I recall I called a handyman, and he had advertised like best handyman service in Fresno. So I called him, and he came out and he gave me an estimate to do a fascia board. It wasn't a big deal, but I said, fine, okay, just do it when you can. And he said, okay, yeah, I'll get him, whatever, get out there. And never saw him again. As a contractor, I hired a guy, and I can't remember if he was a framing contractor, but I was doing some remodeling and I hired this guy, and he came onto the job. We did really, really good work. And when it was all said and done, he didn't have much to finish. We were framing out a room, and he didn't have all that much to finish. And so I said, well, when can you come and finish this? And he, excuse me, I might nibble here a little bit. He said, well, I'll be out. Oh, he pulled out a fancy phone. This was just when these smartphones and Blackberries were just coming in, and he had one with all the bells and whistles. And so he was tapping it and going on, because it had the calendar and the scheduling and whatever. And so he goes through all of it, and he sets this date and tells me, okay, this is when I'm going to come back. And it was probably like 2 days from now on a Thursday. But anyway, impressive phone. I didn't have that one that good. I never saw, well, don't want to say I didn't see him again, because I did. This was in the summer. And then towards the end of the year, like 6 months later, I get a call from this guy. And he says, hey, this is so-and-so, I did this work for you, and, you still owe me $600. And I'm like, yeah, I know I owe you the money. And, I remember the work you did. I also remember that you didn't show up, to finish the job. I paid him, but just giving you some examples. This is my experience. I've been, like I said, 35 years here dealing with contractors. Now, I'm also a contractor, and I've also worked many, many times as a subcontractor for other builders. For example, when I went to put on solar on my home, there's a contractor that I used to do business for as a subcontractor, and he became a solar contractor. And so he said, I'll come over and give you a price. So he came over, gave me a price for the job, and it was the lowest price, that I had received. And I said, okay, just if you would, just send me the bid, and we'll go from there. And I did not hear from him. So about a week later, I think I got this one on Next Door Neighbor. I think I got this name. Won't mention the name because I'm not here to endorse anyone right now, at least for this. But the guy whose name I saw on Next Door Neighbor, I called him, and this guy came out and he gave me a price, and he was very thorough too. Just said, and this is what it'll be, and it was like 10% higher than the other guy. But he had the same information as the other guy had. The difference is that by the end of the day, I had a proposal in front of me, and a week had gone by, and I never heard from the guy that I knew and did business with previously. He never followed up. And also, we got our house painted. And now there were a couple of guys mentioned on Next Door Neighbor, and I checked out their license, and I gave them a call, and they were up. I kind of live in the Fig Garden area. They were up in the Van Ness Extension on a really nice home, doing some work, painting, and they came down at lunch, and they walked the home with me. It's exterior painting. Walked it. We went over everything, the stucco repair, everything that needed to be done. They gave me a price, and I said, okay, that sounds good, dude. If you could just send me the proposal. And again, a week went by. I never heard from him, period. But after a week went by, I called up another contractor, and I can't recall how I got his name, but I called him up. He came, and again, we went over the entire house, everything very thorough, the stucco repair, the entire scope of the work. The difference was that this young man, when after going all around, was out in my driveway with his iPad or whatever open, and putting the bid in, and within probably a couple of hours it was emailed to me, and his price was 15% higher. But he also followed through. I have a son who's a contractor here in Fresno, and I told him early on, I said, there's really only 3 things you have to do in Fresno. Did I say 2 things or 3 things? I think 3. I said, the first thing you need to do is answer your phone. Now, if you don't answer your phone, you need to have a really quick way of getting back to people. It's best if you can answer it. I know all contractors, especially small contractors, cannot. I said, first thing is you answer your phone and you return the calls. When people call you, you answer your phone. The second thing is, whatever you say you're going to do, do it. Say, I'm going to come out and give you a bid. Whatever you say. Whatever you say you're going to do, just do it. And I think that was only 2 things. I think there's 2 things you need to do if you want to stay in business in Fresno. Just answer your phone and be honest with people, and do what if you say you're going to do something, do it. And maybe that's more like not an issue of honesty, but rather diligence. Just saying, oh, well, I met this person, I gave him the bid, I need to follow up, I need to, you know, do these things so that I can potentially get the business. Anyway, that's really all I came on to say tonight, was just to talk about, I was just reminiscing, and maybe I'll show a picture of my house. I'd have to take it later when the sun's down. But just to show the paint job. Got a really nice paint job, really pleased with it. But probably won't show the picture because I'm not really here to promote the guy's business, although his business is promotion worthy. I'm just saying that that's not what I'm here for. So I didn't even get to eating my cookie. That's it for this one, and until next time.